Hi guys, Todd from Ask Todd. Welcome to the kitchen. Well, sorry about that earlier rant. If you got it, you got it. Time to get positive again. Okay, this one's going out to Gabriel. My friend, it's time to make some sausage. Welcome to the kitchen. This is not my usual. It's not my usual place to make sausage. Hold on one second. What I have here is 2 kilograms of ground pork. This is medium ground pork that you can buy at any local grocery store or anything else. Now, I usually grind my own, butcher my own, and everything else. That's what the shop out back is for. But this video here, I want to make it sort of like how can we do it at home without the equipment? Although, people, Father's Day is coming up. Now, I don't need one because I already have a couple. But if I was new to getting into sausage making, I think the first thing that I would buy, well, there'd be two things. One would be a thermometer. That's a big thing. Meter plus is frickin' nutballs. Meter, if you're out there, feel free to send me one, but I don't think I'm going to get one anyways. But I do have one, and it has actually saved my truck. Whole story. We'll get to that another day. Remember, somebody asked, how did the Meter Plus save your truck? You do that, and I'll do a heads up video to tell you all about it. Now, this, as I said, 2 kilograms. That's how I do my smaller batches, or what a lot of people like to say, my experimental batches. By experiment, remember, not all experiments are successful. All right, so also, I don't know if you can see it, but I've got the wife's mixer there. Do not tell her I'm using it. Mixers. If you have a KitchenAid or a Cuisinart mixer, best investment ever. You can make dough, buns, cookies, muffins, you name it, it can do it. Sauces, hollandaise sauce, anything can be done in one of those mixers. But the great thing is they're very commercial, very industrial, and I use one out in the shop all the time for mixing. Again, 2 kilogram batches. It saves the mix, but it also makes such a superior mix that you end up with a very superior sausage. Okay, now I've got my meat, I've got my mixer, but I've got to get my ingredients, and I should get, you know what, I'm going to get my sausage press just because I want to show you how easy it does with that versus how other ways to do it. I will do patties, hand-formed, and cased sausage. That way, Gabriel, if you see what you got or what equipment you have, you can make it work any way. All right, so guys, we're going to do the magic of YouTube, flashback. We're going to come back and we're going to get it done. To me, it might be half an hour. To you, it might be a blink. All right? So thank you very much, and I'll see you soon. Hey guys, it's me again. Okay, magic of YouTube. You see the setup here. We've got, this is a LEM sausage press. It's kind of expensive, but it's really well made. I use this for my smaller batches. I got a big sucker outside, but this one works very well, and it's really good for doing the small batches or at, you know, if you're not doing a couple of 100 pounds. This thing I've done up to like 50, 60, 70 pounds, just little batches at a time. Now, the nice thing about this thing is, say you got 40 pounds of pork, instead of just getting 40 pounds of pepperoni, it's like, oh, you might get sick of that by the end of it. With this, something like this, you can get out there and do, oh, let's do 5 pounds of pepperoni, 5 pounds of honey garlic, 5 pounds farm sausage, 5 pounds of this, 5 pounds of that, 5 pounds of this. But today is not about the equipment, although Father's Day, look it up, LEM. You get them at JB's Supply. You can get them at lem.com. Check them out. They are worth it. They're very well built and basic, so they're easy to, you know, keep in shape and stuff like that. And then we have our ingredients. Now, you see, I've got a lot of sour cream containers and stuff here because we go through a lot of that, but this is how I store my supplies in the shop. So I've got pepper, salt, cayenne, sage, and mustard powder. Again, that's salt, pepper, cayenne, sage, and mustard powder. Now, if I was going to smoke it, I'd hit it with cure, and I'd usually hit it with a little bit of binder, but because we're not doing that today, I just want to make it at the home recipe kind of style, I'm not going to hit it with binder because that can get kind of pricey, and you buy it by the big thing, and it, you know, what it's going to do. Now, this is my little burger press right here. You can get these anywhere. I mean, anywhere. Cabela's, Fishing Pro, you name it, they all have them. Amazon, you name it. They are absolutely wonderful. Then, if you ever get the chance and you stay at jbs.com, the burger patty papers, they're not very much money, but they make life a lot easier and a lot cleaner. Okay, let you know what that is. But that's not here yet. First, we got to make the stuff. So, have my recipe, which I will put below so that you guys can try it out. Now, this is grams per kilogram. So I'm doing 2 kilograms, so I'm going to do twice what I put on here. Now, this little guy. Guys, close up. Here, before I drop it, oh my God. Okay, close up. This is a micro scale. It only does up to 2 pounds, but it goes down to the 0.000 gram. They're money. They're like $50. Best investment ever, especially in doing smaller batches of anything from hamburgers to the whole 9 yards and getting very experimental with spices. All right? So, number 1 buy, scale. Yes. Number 2 buy, sausage press. Yes. Number 3 buy, or slip it into the 2.5 buy, the burger slapper. Got it? Okay, burger press, sausage press. Most of all, get this guy here, right? And I did say the thermometer, but I'll just use my Temp Pro inside. So here we go. Ready? Let's rock. Okay, so turning it on, zeroing it out. The recipe calls for 16 grams of salt. So we're going to do twice that. So that's 32 grams of salt for 2 kilograms. And making the magic happen. Now, the basic for salt is 18 grams max per kilogram. That gives you a good salt content. All right, pepper. Pepper, basic for a good sausage, is 2 to 4. Right? Now, I grind my own pepper, so sometimes you get lumpy, sometimes you don't. Give me a second. I'm going to get something to make it so I don't get all lumpies, or else you're going to have some big-ass chunks in there. Now, I need 6 grams, so it's 3 grams per kilogram. Man, this is like science class, eh? Now, when I first started going, I was cooking, right? And I always thought I would cook instead of bake because baking was too much of an exact science. Look at me now, Mom. I'm doing exact right down to the 100th of a gram. Okay, there's our pepper. So now you also notice when I do something, I put it off to the side because that way I know it's already in. Cayenne, not too much. You just need a little flavor. So it's only 1 gram per kilogram. So that's 2 kilograms tops. Anything over 2 per kilogram, you start feeling the heat. At 5 per kilogram, you better have some milk and some bread because it's going to be smoking. All right, cayenne is in. Zero out my scale once again. Sage, 2 grams per kilogram. This is where it gets you the sagey, herby flavor of it. Now remember, this is a very old recipe, so they probably had the stuff that they could grow around there. Cayenne was probably an invent from our era, but you're talking salt, pepper, sage, mustard. They could all grow around there, you know, regardless of where the sausage was, as long as they had any kind of climate. And sage and pork, oh man, marriage made in heaven. And mustard, actually, a cool thing about mustard powder, I believe it actually works very minorly as a binder as well. So, you know, maybe back in the day, those people had it going on. Oh, almost made a mistake. I need 4 grams because I'm doing 2 kilograms. Hey, Duncan Henry, by the way, look him up. Duncan Henry, phenomenal sausage maker. But now I understand why you pre-measure your spices. This is a time consumer, my friend. Okay, mustard powder, again, 1 gram per kilogram. It's just for the, okay, let's get chefy. It's for the very nuance of the mustard flavor. No, actually, it's just for that nuance and background flavor because you want to layer the flavors. Salt, pepper, sage, other stuff, right? But without it, it's like a symphony missing an instrument. Okay, now I would also, if I was usually doing it, I would put in 10 grams per kilo of binder. But I'm not going to do that. Okay, so here is my sausage mix. Right there. See that in there? Okay. Yeah. It's not too much. I mean, for 2 kilograms of meat, that's not a lot of stuff. But back in the day, it wasn't about the stuff. It was about the meat, because you had meat. You could only sometimes find stuff, right? This is, by the way, sausage casings. They are natural hog casings. You do the 28 to 32s. Awesome. These are the 40s because I just have them handy. So there's going to be a little bit of a thick sausage, but it'll be good. I'm just adding some water because casings, this one has been soaking in water for a while, but I want to have the water in there to help lubricate it on and everything else. Okay, got the mix. I need to add 100 grams of water per kilogram, or 100 grams of liquid per kilogram, right? So here we go. Ready? Where to put the meat? Oh yeah, key to the meat, guys. Always keep it refrigerated. Temperature, meat, especially before salt or cure, dangerous. Salt helps preserve. Cure really helps preserve. But you know what? The refrigerator really helps preserve. Okay, so I'm just going to dump my meat in. It fit. Okay, and then I'm going to dump my spices in. And then I'm going to put some water in this bowl to get 200. Let's tear that out. There we go. It's because we want 200 grams of water. Now, I have well water here because we are on the farm. However, sometimes it might be best to use a bottled water, maybe keep the chlorine out of it, things like that, because that can alter flavor. All right, let's see. There we go. Look at that, 200.83. Got it sometimes, you know. Okay. Now, you want to know why I said get a mixer? This is why I said get a mixer. Especially one with a cap on it, it'll save you a mess. And then you just turn it on and let it go. Now, this isn't going to take very long at all. This is going to take approximately 90 seconds to 2 minutes. But it's mixing. I'm walking away. Now, you saw that we had pork straight up from the store, grind your own, whatever you need, right? You have seasonings, JB Sausage Supply, or just get them at your local store. That's sage, cayenne, mustard powder, salt, and pepper. Again, I'll put the recipe down below. Also, you know what? Subscribe, like, and share. I hope that's where it is. Okay, we're mixing. It's already been about 30-35 seconds. Let's go back, take a look, and then I will bring it up here to show you. Oh, you might wonder why the filming's a little different today. I lost my cameraman for the day. He's out in Regina with his Air Cadet unit. So, Squadron 190, I hope you're having a great time out there. Kudos to you guys and shout out. Also, hopefully this works. New mic system. Sounds like it's working so far. I can still hear it in the background. Let's go check what's going on. Okay, that has not been long. Now, I did wash my hands. Ho, 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 ho. Remember, the stick is it. If it sticks, it's ready to go in the sausage press, right? So, I'm not going to put it all in there, but I'm going to put a lot in there. Going to moisten my hands, because wet hands make easy work. All right. Oh, this stuff is beautiful. The smell of it. You guys got to smell this. That sage is just coming out. Gabriel, I really hope you like this recipe because I like this recipe. I sell tons of this recipe. I probably donate and give away even more of this recipe. And that was what? 45 seconds, guys? Look at this. 45 seconds. 45 seconds. Are you seeing this? I'm walking it up, going for the close-up. 45 seconds, guys. Look at that. Beautiful, beautiful. Look at that meat. See that? All right. Okay. It's combined. It smells fantastic. Now, I trust this recipe because I've done it a lot. If you don't, take a piece, patty it up, fry it up before you put it in the press, or take it out of the mixer. Because maybe, just maybe, and I hope you do because creativity is awesome. Maybe, just maybe, add a little bit of this or add a little bit of that. Don't be afraid. Be adventurous and let me know. Because the more people we have try it, the better we're going to make it. But remember, more is not always better, okay? So let's get back to it. Okay, I'm coming over to my sausage press here. Now, the key to the sausage press is no air. Now, this does have an air release in it. Makes life quite easy. But push it down. Get messy, man. Get messy. It's okay. Push down in there like that. That's all I'm going to put in there for right now. I'll put in a little more because I like links. I do. I'm not going to lie. Okay, there we go. Now, before I do the links, I got a little more in here. Let's make some sausage patties, should we? I think we should. Now, move that off to the side. Bring my little guy up here. You can go away. Okay, hopefully you can see this. Sausage, I have my burger press. Burger press, phenomenal burgers. But the cool thing is uniformity. They always come in the same way, right? Now, this is set for hamburger, so let me wash my hands because I got pork everywhere. And it's always good to wash your hands, right? Have soap on hand. Wash periodically. Don't be afraid of it. Cleanliness is good, especially in this style. Because, I mean, realistically, we're eating this stuff, right? So, here we go. Take some. Roll it up. Don't pound it. Just roll it up. Put it on there. Take another paper. Put it on top. Give her a squish. Boom. See this? Do you see this? See how fast that was? You don't need the press. You don't need any equipment at all. However, mixer, oh yeah. Burger press? Come on, really? Sausage press, you'll see how cool that is in a minute. Let's just pound out a couple of burgers, shall we? So you just take a bit, average size, ball it up, put it in. There you go. Oh, almost made the mess. Okay. Boom. Watch how fast this is to make 6 patties. Hey, 6 sausage patties that are a dinner sausage. So that means it's savory. You can throw that on a bun, put some gravy on it, fry it up with some onions. I mean, that's easy. I know your family said they're sick and tired of you making burgers, but this isn't a burger. This is a sausage patty. It doesn't taste like a burger. Tastes like dinner sausage. All right. And we'll just do one last one here. Now, again, we can easily form this into caseless sausage, right? They fry up a little differently, but they do go together, especially when it's mixed together really well and the cohesion. It's the protein extraction process that forms that cohesion of all the molecules of the meat. I know I'm getting a little sciencey, but you know what? It's good to know. Because if the molecules connect, everything stays connected. Now, that's excuse me. Failure. No, okay. We're back. A stack of burgers in seconds. Now, let's make some sausage. I got to get everything out of here because this is usually kind of wet. Remember, you got to have the sausage casing in water. They got to be washed. They got to be the salt coming on because they're usually packaged in salt. Now, if they're packaged in salt, the problem is it adds salt to the sausage, right? But this is easy peasy. Just loop it, thread it on there. Some people make it. Bradley Robinson, Chud's Barbecue. Check him out. He's a really good guy. He's crazy, though. I love him. I mean, he's crazy, but I do love him. I think he's awesome. He has some awesome recipes. Very Texan, but that's okay. Okay. Now I'm usually doing this the other way. So I'm going to have to go like this. I hope you can still see it. And here we go. Oh, this is going to take a bit. Now the only drawback of this sausage press is that it only has one speed. My big one has two speeds, right? One for pushing out the heavy stuff and one for pulling the thing back up when you're done. And then you feel the pressure. You let the air come out. Just brace it with your thumb a little bit, nice and easy, and just let her rip. You see how fast this is going? Now you imagine doing 10 kilograms of this. How fast could you get it done? I'm just going, I'm not holding it, not doing much pressure because I'm going to link these up, right? So you don't want them too tight, because if you got them too tight, you'll just pop them when they link. But look at this. I mean, seriously, this is how you do the sausage. This is how you make all kinds of sausage. You just do it and do it. And done. That's it, guys. This is like over 1 kilogram of sausage here. Rip that off. Spin this up because we got to poke it. I'm a pokey kind of person. So I usually have a sausage pricker out in the shop. Again, I'm doing this like I'm doing it at home. I'm getting a fork and just give it a Now what this is going to do is allow for expansion, let all the air out. Okay, short links, that long, you know what I mean? So grab a link, grab a link. 1, 2, 3, linked. Next, mark it, skip it, next one. 1, 2, 3. Now I learned this off Duncan, because I was always the turn one this way, turn one that way, turn one this way. But I found that if you're going every second link, it is so easy and efficient. I mean, come on. So there we go, right? Boom, boom. And how fast is this? I mean, you're talking, this is what I'm looking at. It's 9:57 on a Saturday morning. I don't have anything to do right now. I mean, I probably have a ton of stuff to do because I live on an acreage farm, right? So, oh, by the way, somebody told me I had to mention it. This is classified as Fat and Happy Funny Farm. That's right, Fat and Happy Funny Farm. My wife told me I'm not allowed to say that out loud. So you didn't hear it from me. Fat and Happy, you didn't hear it. Okay. This is what I'm talking about. Right here. This is the magic. Sausage links that smell like heaven, guys. Heaven. These are fantastic. These are easy. Do them. I made the patties. You can do that by hand. Get a couple of plates. Get some saran wrap, and away you go. I push the sausage out like that. Now, I also said I was going to do caseless sausage. So, wind this sucker all the way up. I actually have a drill outside that I do this for. Oh, I don't even have that much left. Forget that. So you just take a little bit. Make sure your hands are wet. Right? And roll it. Just roll it. Just make a nice little hand bound. Actually, if I'm not mistaken, Romanians make a beef pork sausage that they just do it by hand and they roll it out like a dough ball and then they grill it. So you know what? Yeah, why not? So I'm just making a little wormy out of it kind of thing, right? And ta-da, you have patties. You have cased sausage. You have caseless sausage. Now, show this off to your friends. Don't be shy. Let me know. Hope this helped you, Gabriel. Hope this helped a whole other bunch of other people out there. Thank you very much for watching Ask Todd. Thank you very much for subscribing, sharing, thumbing up, thumbing up, thumbing. Oh, we'll go with whatever. And liking. Also, share this with your friends. Try it out. Again, I'll put the recipe down below. Have a great day. And thanks for asking Todd.
All right, guys, add to the sausage video for my buddy. That's right, my friend. I got you in. Mr. Gabriel, check this out. Can you see how it's combined? This is the patty. Oh, no, sorry. This is the sausage. That's the patty. Look at how it all combined. I just fried it up. Look at that. Look at that. See that combination? And that wasn't even through a sausage press. That sausage press compresses it down more. You know what I mean? So, do the taste. I have mustard, HP sauce, and barbecue sauce. Patty in mustard. That's very nice. Okay, let's go with the sausage in barbecue sauce. Like that better. Yeah. Patty, this was just the leftovers, not the ones I did in the press. Oftenly called the puck. I like it like this better, I think. So it's definitely sausage, but the patties are really good. Matching barbecue sauce, you know, like the chicken pork barbecue sauce or anything on it. That is fantastic. A little bit of heat, a whole bunch of, oh, that's just good. Try it out, Gabriel. Let me know in the comments, my friend, in the comments. Talk to you later.